Well, thank you guys.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was chatting with our new guest. You bit me.
I know. Sorry.
And now it's on camera. I have that forever. So
it wasn't that hard.
We have witnesses.
Yeah, exactly. So we have two of our favorite people in the booth now. You want to introduce them? You want to make them introduce
Absolutely.
themselves?
Two of my favorite. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, you guys can introduce yourselves, but
Okay,
you know
go
what?
ahead.
We have Monty, who's one of my favorite people in the HTM community. Do you want to say who you are and what you do?
Monty Gonzalez. I'm the president of College of Biomedical Equipment Technology.
And then we have Janish.
It's very official sounding, Monty.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to go after him. Yes. Janesh, I'm the CEO and co-founder of a company called UptimeHealth.
Fantastic.
And we're so excited to have you both in the booth today because the broader community may not know, we're about to announce this here, that we've been working on a big collaboration for one of our HTM verticals. So I'll let you announce it, Janish. Why don't you?
So, well, let's start here.
Yeah.
Let me do this a little bit. So start by telling us what UptimeHealth does, and we'll see if the audience at home can begin to figure out as this unrolls, right? Right. So talk a little bit about UptimeHealth.
So what we do is we give a software solution for outpatient healthcare. And when we think about outpatient healthcare, we think everything, right?
Okay.
Anyone who uses equipment to take care of any kind of patient. Sometimes we always go to urgent cares and ASCs and stuff like that. But we're also talking about dentistry, veterinary, and all of the other, maybe what we consider non-traditional healthcare providers out there.
Okay.
So we give them software to help them manage their own equipment, dispatch technicians. We have a marketplace of technicians where they can source different service from. And we mine all that data to help them do better CapEx planning and everything like that. So it's really a software company that has a services arm as well.
Okay, fantastic. And you mentioned a couple of different areas in which you do the work that you do. If I had to guess, you probably bring some of those people together from time to time in a particular community. Say a little bit about that.
That's right.
How have you sort of expanded the way you serve the community?
That's right. So at time to time, what we do, at least once a year, is bring people to a summit. Technicians that work on dental equipment to come learn about some of the new trends, some of the new equipment, to get like their hands-on experience about what's going on in the dental world, and then also help them get better training and access to different resources. A lot of times they feel unrepresentative in the HTM world because for some reason or another, we all see dental or even eye care as like a different industry, but we all know it's medical. So that's why we have our summit to kind of do that.
Right, right. So you've got a very strong presence in the dental space. You have this activity where you bring folks together, and I believe that's called Dental Fix.
Yes, that you invited Robert and I to join last year. Robert and I went down. We were in Nashville and came and joined you for your Dental Fix Summit. Thank you for having us.
Of course.
I think so. And if you mentioned that part of the community feeling separate from or not supported in the same way, so maybe now we should, for those keeping score at home on the bingo card, we should let folks know that we're going to change that.
Yep.
Yes.
So we've been in frequent conversations, which have now concluded about. Go ahead.
Yeah. So starting in 2026, our summit will now be part of AAMI and the yearly summit that you guys do. So there'll be a dental track or dental pavilion that will start helping you guys out with and put people who might feel outside the HTM industry into the HTM world that you guys have curated, and I think that's going to be a special place.
Right in the center of it all, right?
Then also introduce it to the medical people who sometimes forget about it too. So I think it's going to be a natural, wonderful synergy that I'm looking forward to helping.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is. It's an amazing synergy, right? Because we say dental care is part of healthcare and the dental equipment is part of HTM, you know? And I think much like HTM where we're having pipeline issues, I think it's even worse for the dental service industry because folks aren't really thinking about that. It's a bit of the wild, wild west in the sense of awareness.
Yeah.
And I think for those of us that have dental clinics within their hospitals, you think about it, but it's not at the forefront of everyone's mind. And you forget that there's, over 200,000 standalone dental offices across the country with lots and lots of devices, including sterilizers, like, things that sterilize the tools that go in our mouth. And we want to make sure that everything is working properly, even from an infection control standpoint. So, I am so excited about this personally, to really put the Dental Fix pavilion in the center of the AAMI Exchange next year, to have all these dental vendors and all of the service technicians that support that equipment here. What better way to make them feel included than put them right at the epicenter of our expo floor?
That's absolutely right. So we're already planning. I've asked for a giant tooth. You walk through the roots of the tooth, and no, we're not going to do that. But it is beautiful. We're going to have the Dental Fix Pavilion, and this is a long-term partnership.
It's sponsored by Uptime Health.
Sponsored by Uptime Health. We've got a 5-year plan for how we want to grow this and invest in this over time, and it really will be at the center of the expo experience.
Yes.
We're going to do education in the amphitheater, so there'll be a track, and what we expect is over years that will grow even more.
Absolutely.
We'll scale.
We'll have a full dental track both in the expo and outside the expo.
Yeah.
And then there's some other areas we might, so there's where we bring Monty
Yes,
in.
I was going to say we had a transition. People probably wondering why Monty's sitting in the booth right now.
Monty
So
was about to leave. He
Monty's
had a look
also
on his
wondering.
face.
My bags are packed.
So Monty.
So what have you guys been talking about?
Within the dental world, you guys are obviously doing some great work at your school to help support that community. And why don't you kind of explain how you tie into all of this?
Sure. So my HTM journey has been a bit of discovery learning, right? Like everybody else. And completely agree with Janesh. One of the things that became very obvious to us over a few years of doing this work was that why is there no relationship really in terms of medical device standards and training standards in the dental industry and in traditional HTM. And I had an opportunity to meet Janesh and his amazing team and just really love who they are and what they do, and saw a natural relationship. And Janesh came to us and was like, are you guys interested in working with us to develop a dental training platform, a dental training opportunity? And we've really invested the last 2 years working with some fantastic OEMs, ADEC as an example, one of the larger ones. Mars Biomedical. And just to use those two examples, ADEC has provided medical devices for the training, donated them to us to support that launch. Mars Biomedical has donated a significant amount of money to fund scholarships for students to get it to incubate the program. And we just got it approved and accredited a multi-phase dental training program to support technicians training nationally. So we're over the moon excited about it, and I'm particularly excited about the relationship between what Janesh is doing with Uptime Health and Dental Fix and AAMI, because I think that's a natural next phase in evolution.
It's fantastic.
What we're doing, and to see those two things coming together is perfect.
And this is such a trifecta, the three of us together. I think really just going into this dental quest together. And for those of you who've never seen Monty's school down in San Antonio, I had the pleasure of being down there a few weeks ago, and Monty showed me around the school, and the dental training the portion of it that you're building is really impressive with all the equipment there. And I'm just so excited to see this all come to life, because and it's just so nice that they are openly donating equipment, because I feel like, and I think this is a lesson, right, to other folks out there where we often have trouble getting equipment to do training, and the dental OEMs are just like, here, take it. And you have multiple setups because of their generosity and philanthropy that's really going to help set the mark for the next generation of training for this area.
It has been great. There's such a big demand. Just like in HTM, there's just an absolute significant shortage of technicians. And we aim to solve that, or at least do as much as we can to solve that problem. But it can't be done independently. The community of like-minded thinkers have really elevated this. And I'm excited to see what the next phase is, but I know that it's going to be working with the folks in this room to start, and then expand that tribe and make it a stronger and stronger program.
Absolutely. And for folks that don't know, you mentioned being down at his school. Say a little bit about CBET in general, because I asked you to introduce yourself, but I don't think some people will know how successful you have been in sort of expanding the pipeline of folks coming into traditional HTM, for lack of a better term.
And when we say CBET, we are not talking about our certification. That stands for College of Biomedical Equipment Technology.
So
we'll
funny enough, every time somebody,
the lawyers now.
This is where you get arrested.
every time somebody calls Danielle or Sherry to say, what is this CBET thing?
Right.
And then Danielle and Sherry call me and say, Monty, somebody's called and asked, and I'm like, well, you should thank me.
Right.
So
it all works out.
The truth of the matter is we could not ask for a closer relationship than the one we have
really
with
close.
AAMI. Yeah, and we consider you family and love what you do and support the mission.
But tell folks what you do. So
the College of Biomedical Equipment Technology, in some
Thank you for specifying.
areas known as CBET, works very closely with AAMI. We design educational programs, certificate and degree programs for students nationally. We train about 400 students a year through those programs and graduate them. We also have an expanding portfolio of product-specific training programs. Work with fantastic companies like PartSource, one of the biggest sponsors at this event this year, on innovative programs, program development. And probably the one I'm most excited about recent launch is a partnership with RSTI and the College of Biomedical Equipment Technology. It's a biomed to imaging program launch. And it's really about innovating, having a tech-forward company to leverage all of the resources and tools that we can to develop training, to deliver programs that are a valuable program to the student with a high ROI. We pride ourselves on not being handcuffed to Title IV and compliance and regulatory environment that a lot of schools are, which allows us to be innovative and adaptive and grow faster. And it's really, again, it's that tech forward, working with companies like Janesh's. One of our mottos is no light between us and the industry we serve. And we feel like the closer we are to the companies that we work with, the companies that hire our students, the better we understand their need, the better we can do in terms of evolving the curriculum and the training to meet that specific demand. Our goal is that when a student finishes with us, they have a job within 30 days. And we're generally about 80 to 90% placement on our graduates. We graduate about 40 students every 6 weeks. And those students have every expectation.
I was just going to say, you graduate more students than all the 2-year HTM academic programs combined across the country. And I think you just do it so well, and it really speaks to the quality of the education that your school provides. I mean, these folks are coming out, they're getting placed, and people are retaining them, and they're staying, and you're really just leaving a legacy and a mark now, because as you do more and more, you're finding more of them scattered throughout the field, and you and your team should just be so proud of what you've accomplished, because I think when you guys first started, even before you were there was a lot of skepticism about online training for technicians, and it's really, in light of the post-pandemic world, it has really come to life, and you guys have this standing model, but it's not only just the fact that you do it online, it's the quality of your program, and the uptake of your students is a testament to that.
Well, I appreciate that. The quality is absolutely critically important to us, and I think that's probably the foundation of our relationship, right? You guys are a quality organization. But the innovating and leading forward with technology, leveraging that to its fullest capacity, virtual reality content and labs integrated in our programs allows us to do things and
very cool
and address training and skills development that we couldn't otherwise develop in an online program.
Right.
But
So let's bring it back to dental.
I was going to switch. I wanted to switch
that?
gears really quick because you are our keynote speaker tomorrow.
Yeah.
So people need to come out and see you. So why don't you give a little teaser about what you're going to be talking about?
Yeah, honestly, it's a little bit about what we've been talking about today, which is just allowing people to think beyond the traditional sense of what HTM is or the communities that they serve, and letting them think about other opportunities like expanding into dentistry or other verticals. And then where can they actually go get that knowledge, and how do you actually think about expanding into a vertical you've never gone into before? And that, to me, is a culmination of also working with Monty and his school, saying, like, now this is where you get that hands-on experience. Because before Monty, that was virtually impossible. You had to get hired by distributors or be ride-along passengers for field service techs. So the demand and the ability to create more was just really, really hard. And then you have AAMI, who's, again, supporting this initiative moving forward, which I'm loving. And to me, it's letting people know that the market itself is seeing that this is where we need to go organically. Right. It's groups like AAMI, very reputable organizations, groups like Monty, very reputable organizations that are also saying we should be looking at this differently. Yeah. And I want people in the audience to see that that is how we're all seeing it. So let's start skating to where the puck is going. And I think that's where we're trying to make sure that they at least have that sense of purpose for how they can grow their own businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should go to the keynote tomorrow. What do you think?
I think we should.
I think we'll be there.
I need at least two people in the audience. So
just a little
It'll be
spoiler.
2,000. You'll be set.
Robert and I are introducing you. So we'll be there on stage.
Today's keynote I heard was really good, but Janesh's is going to be even better.
Oh my gosh.
I have to make people cry here.
I literally told Monty, I was like, I can't follow that guy.
Yeah.
I was like, Aaron Horowitz, I don't know where he is, but I was like, that was one of the best keynotes.
Isn't that insane? He's doing such impactful wonderful work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And helping children and just.
He needed to go after me, though. That's what I'm really. I'm really coming to this table
You're
saying
gonna be fine.
you should
Here's
have
the good
replaced me
news.
first.
Yeah.
Here's the good
And
news.
then hit
We have a
that.
little sorbet between him and you. We have the AAMI party tonight.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know what?
So people will get a little mind wipe here in
Good,
New
good.
Orleans and start
did-
fresh tomorrow.
He did too good. They need to forget about that a little bit. Keep the empathy side
Yeah,
of what
yeah.
he's teaching
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, listen, I am so excited to be entering into a partnership with you. Impressed by everything you've done. It's no small feat to build up one of these shows, and we're so grateful for your trust in us that you're bringing that to AAMI Exchange, and we're going to make it a part of it.
Yeah.
And
We're gonna make
it's
you
just
proud.
super exciting. And Monty,
I couldn't
like
find a better
everything
home for
else,
it.
you sort of started us down this path and said, "Hey, we've got some people you
Like,
need
hey, you
to
guys
meet."
should come.
And,
You
know,
guys should come to Nashville and show
you
up.
continue to amaze me. You're everywhere all the time, and we're looking forward to continuing to work with. I'll just say CBET.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yes.
I was going to say, I think this
They
earns you
broke.
the ability.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we have witnesses that this was allowed.
Yeah, exactly. So looking forward to, and looking forward to all our adventures because there's lots of things we're doing
Definitely.
together that we'll be announcing in the coming months. And so thank you.
Thank you.
For everything.
Thank you for
So-
Thank
everything.
you guys for being here. Thank you for Oh, and what booth are you at?
Oh my
Your number? Do you not know?
Over there.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
that
need to.
one. But
They're both going to go over there.
Yeah.
literally, I know this
Yes.
place by the map in my head and
Right,
forget the numbers. But like,
Right.
You're
Yeah.
under the 2500 sign. How about that?
Yeah, we're
and
next
make
to
sure you
the
go
van.
stop by the College of Biomedical Equipment Technologies booth as well, aka
Which is
CBET.
nearly under the 2,500.
That's
side, right. They're right down from there.
Yeah.
All right. We love you guys. Get out.
Thank you.
guys.
That's how this works.
I gave you your
Appreciate it.
receipt back. I'm done.
Yes.